you, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Good morning. Sorry for chewing in y'all face and y'all ear. I was eating some grapes. Good morning. Y'all get up in here, like the video. Like the video. We got a lot to discuss in a short period of time, okay? Y'all get up in here and like the video. Please like the video. Okay, we starting off with money. Okay, Titi. Shout out to Titi, bro. Thank you, Titi Rochelle. She says, my sister got a Tumblr boo. Can't tell her ish. Thank you, period. Oh, yay. I hope she like it. I really hope she like it. I'm trying to find a way to mass produce these things so that I can get them out to everybody. I only have a select few right now. I need to order more from the girl, but it takes time. So once we get this mass production out, I'm telling you, we're going to be outside. But thank you so much, Titi Rochelle, for making it rain on them hoes. You know what I'm saying? Early in the morning. Why not? Let me get the little music up here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all get the lights up. And thank you to Titi Rochelle.
I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes.
Mm-hmm. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much, Titi. I appreciate you. And tell your sister, I love you. Thank you for your support. All right. Now, we got a lot to discuss. And I don't know how long I got before they called me to tell me to go get Saint from the groomer. But since we're here, let's get into it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Now, the first and foremost thing I want to talk about is what is a black woman? Because the lines have been blurred. And we're going to talk about that. Patty LaBelle is mad because the Luther Vandross documentary outed her, saying that she was the one who came out and outed Luther, saying that he was loose-wristed. And she mad. But you did that. So it is what it is. T.I. and Tiny's lawsuit, girl. Tell me why they're supposed to get 70-something million. Now, them people say we'll give you 17. They done dropped down the lawsuit, girl. They award money. Ghana giving away land to more celebrities. Dr. Umar and Yandy Luther the King. Girl, I hope, you know what? I'm glad Ghana gave her land. I hope she go and never come back. I think Yandy Luther the King, is you on here? If somebody could get this message down to the Yandy people, tell Yandy that I'm so happy she got her land and all of that. Please, if you can, buy a one-way ticket for you and your husband and your churn, okay? Please buy a one-way ticket. Please, if you can. We're going to talk about that. Jason Whitlock has his 2 cents to say. First of all, he's weird and fat. And then he's talking about this whole Joy Taylor situation, but he ended up throwing Shannon Sharpe them under the bus. Why Shannon Sharpe over there acting like he don't know what's going on? He said that ain't got nothing to do with him. He ain't in no lawsuit, so ain't got nothing to do with him. Now, Nicki's lawsuit, good news for the Barbs. Apparently, her little lawsuit, the people said that the judge is working in her favor. We're going to talk about that. 158 Democrats vote against deporting the illegals. And I think that's it. So let's get started, first of all, with what is a black woman? Because I want to start with this because this is very, very important. Okay? This is very, very important. What is a black woman, y'all? Now, I told y'all yesterday, I said Emmanuel Ocho was out here telling people, oh, Joy Taylor is a black woman when she is not. She's a racially ambiguous woman. Octoroon, quadroon, I don't know, maybe tops, but black woman, not. If you all are watching this on your screens, on your televisions, or on wherever you're watching it at, you are looking at a black woman, okay? Black woman comes in all shades and all different sizes and all of that stuff. I'm here for it. But, and they have black women in Africa. They have black women in the Caribbean. They have black women all over the globe. Okay. But what we're not going to do is start to blur the line with these racially ambiguous women and call them black. So I saw this dude post this and says, I don't know what a black woman is anymore. And, you know, honestly, this needs to be talked about. Because what we're doing now in society, and this is for black women all over the diaspora, what we're doing now in our society is we're going behind that one drop rule that, oh, well, if her great grandfather was black, then she's black. Or, oh, if her father is black, she's black. If her mother is black, she's black. There's a thing called biracial. There's a label for all of these things, but black is not it. See, when we understand, or what we were understanding of the one drop rule was to see that the clear people put this in place to see who was black and not who was white. But the fact of the matter is, it was to purify the Aryan race. So that meant if you had one drop, I'm talking about a speck of black blood, Negro blood in you, they cast you off to the trash, or what they believe to be the trash, which would be black. Now we adopted that, and now we're calling anybody that seemingly, not these people don't even have to have black blood in them, seemingly having black blood in them, and we're calling these women black. There's another thing I want to say. Black is also an identity. It's more than just a color. That's why you get, what is it? Dominicans say, I know black, I know black, I know black. It is also an identity. There are melanated women all across the globe who don't identify as black, and that's okay. Indians do not identify as black. So let's go through this list. And what's happening is now, because it's cool to be black, now everybody's black. Now let's get Joy Taylor on here. Emmanuel Ocho said this was a black woman. I'll be damned. If this is a black woman, then this is $1 million. That is not a black woman. Let me point it this way. This is not a black woman. This is a racially ambiguous woman at best. Okay? Now, if we were in the one drop rule era, they would cast her off to the side and say she's either mulatto or she's black, because they were trying to keep the Aryan race pure. That's the whole point of the one drop rule. It's not a good thing, to be honestly, when you think of the origin of the reason for this crap. It really wasn't a good thing to be cast off to the black side. That's why you had what they call passant blanc, white passing. You get it? People who passed for white, because they figured, okay, if I look the part phenotypically, I can pass for white. But deep inside, they weren't fully black neither, for the most part. Okay? This woman is not a black woman. This is a racially ambiguous woman. I don't know what she is. She looked like she got a lot going on, but she's not a black woman. Okay? We're gonna go down the list, because we really need to get into this. This is not a black woman. I know, but voodoo. Her mom's black. She's got locks. What are you talking about? She's a black woman. She is a biracial woman. You know, biracial is a thing, right? You know, on the census back in the 1800s, they used to have a portion in there called mulatto. You know what a mulatto was? A mulatto was a biracial. Yay. See, I remember when Lotto came out and her name was Mulatto at first, and y'all got mad. How y'all mad? Because that girl claiming both black and white, because that's all it means. This is a biracial woman who just happens to have a black mother, okay? Let's be clear. Let's really be clear about that. We need to get this, and we need to get it out the way. This is a biracial woman. Now, shout out to my biracials. However they choose to identify. If they want to go and say, I'm more toward the black side, then high five on the black hand side. You feel what I'm saying? If they choose to go toward the clear side, whatever that side may be, then high five on the right hand side. It don't matter. But at the end of the day, science is science. And this is not a black woman. You're looking at a black woman. That's not a black woman. That is a biracial woman. And I don't want to get you Negroes on here talking about, but voodoo. That's not right. You're the seed of your father. Girl, shut up. Science don't even prove that. That's that Bible crap. Listen, you are not the seed of your father, because the father's Y chromosome can go change from him to child. Let's talk about it. You're really, to be completely honest, if we were going to go by that rule, that mitochondria, that E gene, That's the gene that determines who you are. You feel me? And it goes unchanged from mother to child. Whether it's a boy or a girl, that's the only portion of science that goes unchanged. So with that being said, I don't want to hear that, but you're the seed of your father. Bye, Hebrew. I'm not. No, you're not. No, you're not. She's a biracial woman, okay? Now, let's move on. There's another one I want to get on here. Now, this one was crazy. This is a full-blown clear woman. But we so lost in the sauce, all we had to do is get her to get a little tan, a little orange tan on herself, and put a little kinky curl in her hair, and we automatically thought she was a black woman. Oh, but she did so much in the community. Good, reparations. That is still a clear woman. I don't give a damn what she did. I don't give a damn if she was in the community being a retro slave. I don't care. It don't matter. That is a clear woman. See, we got to stop looking at the phenotype because a lot of times that'll fool you, okay? These girls are getting very, very, very clever with this, okay? This is a whole full-on clear woman, okay? Let me make y'all bust y'all bubble again. What's the boy name with the glasses who be the activist? Sean, what's his name? Sean King, clear man. Y'all so used to light-skinned Negroes, y'all let somebody go get a lining and think that they clear. Think that they black. Clear, full on, okay? Now, and for the final, drum roll, please. This heifer here. Now, I don't watch too many of you nignogs during this during this election, and all y'all got, but you're anti-black, and you're anti-black woman. She's clearly a black woman, Voodoo. Voodoo, look at her skin. This doesn't make any sense. First and foremost, duck, duck, goose. I told you, number one, black is more than just a phenotype. It's also an identity. And what we do know is Indians do not identify as black. Nowhere in India. And they the fake Indians, because the real Indians are me and you. But that's a whole nother story. Nowhere in India do they identify as black, okay? They will say dark skin. They will say all types of stuff before they say black, okay? So let's take it in the construct of American blacks, right? This is not a black woman. This is an Asian mixed with clear, mixed with Indian woman. She's a quadroon, octoroon, or something like that. Yes, she has a tan. Yes, she went to the HBCU. Yes, she pledged the ski-wees. Yes, yes, yes. This lady don't live black. She don't talk black. She don't identify as black. All she do is play in black women's faces. Long story short, this was not the first black woman president or elect. This was not the first black vice president. This was not the first black anything. And I don't understand how black people were trying to identify her with blacks when she's done everything to combat black America. She's not a black woman. And let's sum this up so we can move on. None of the four of these women are black women. And I'm going to do a video on this because we need to get back to what is a black woman. And a black woman isn't simply how you talk, how you wear your hair, what school you go to, what people you hang out with. Okay? None of that defines a black woman. A black American woman or black woman, a black woman is a woman who is the product of a black father and a black mother. There's no in between. She's the product of a black father and a black mother. That is a black woman, not nothing in between. And guess what? A lot of us come in different shades. Not most Africans, they typically darker. That's the reason why they called us red Indians when we came over here, because they thought we were Africans. And then they say, well, how, Sway, if they got some lighter and some are darker? So they were like, they must be red. Let me go get the red Indian. Let me go get the red crayon. Now, I don't talk like this on the morning jokes, but we got to get the red crayon up here. Let's go get the red crayon so you can see what they were talking about when they say red. Because I be watching Tariq sometimes, and he be talking about the red Indian is the Native American. That is not true. That is not true. Let me show you what the red Indian was. And I'm going to give you the color. We talked about this before, but we're going to roll it out again, and then we're going to move on. Get the likes up on the video. I'm teaching right now. Get the likes up on the video because a lot of y'all don't know this. Hold on. When the colonizers came over here and they saw the different shades of black in which they had never seen. Listen, the different shades of melanin that they had never seen, because over in Africa, most of the people are dark. If they were lighter, they were mulatto or biracial or something like that. Okay? So what happened was when they came to the Americas and they saw they had some as dark as the microphone and as light or lighter than this color, they called us the Red Indian. Okay? The Red Indian. That's the Red Indian you hear Tariq Nasheed talk about. Not them $5 foot loans that's over there cosplaying. The Red Indian was me and you. And if you put this crayon next to my face, the Red Indian looks more my color. That Indian red looks more me than any other color. Okay? So, yes, in Black America and other places around the world, black comes in all different shades and sizes. And I'm here for it. But it paints a tainted mirror into who's really who. And the facts are this. None of these women that we are allowing to get on here and use the N-word, none of these Cardi, I'm tired of that. None of these women that because we hang out with these people because they act like us, they talk like us, I don't get, that does not make them black women. And what's going to happen, black people, not just black women, black people, you're giving your identity away and you're participating in your own paper genocide. That's what you're doing. You are participating in your own paper genocide. So keep on giving away your identity, black woman. Go ahead, fat. Go ahead. Then when they completely write you out of existence and you become null and void, and then they can do with you as you please because they already don't have no laws or no bills or nothing written for you anyway. And then they can enslave you because you've already given, you're not. And then when they start writing stuff up for black people, guess who's going to get it? Hold on. See, because this is how it goes. Y'all, I have foresight. Thank the Lord. Because this is how it's going to go. When they finally, y'all want to give y'all identity away to all these women. Okay, fine. When they finally start to write up stuff for black people like they've been doing in any other situation, these are the people who will reap the benefits. So go ahead, have at it. When they finally start to say, okay, y'all got us. Black people were enslaved. They deserve reparations. They da. And they start writing laws and bills and things of that nature. These are the people who are going to get your laws and you won't get nothing. You're going to be left holding the bag. Okay? So tread light with giving away your identity. None of these 4 women or women like them are black women. Okay? I just want to add that part in. I spent too long on this anyway. Let's move on. Let's get into the show. I just had to add that on. Now we got to get to let's get the craziness out the way first. So apparently the vote to get the illegal aliens out of the country happened. And it was 158 Democratic votes that said no, they want the illegals to stay. Now, some might say, well, this doesn't make sense. Or some might say, well, they have a right to be here as well. No, they don't. There are laws, right? There are laws that are put in place that you're supposed to follow before you just jump off the porch and jump around and say, oh, yeah, I'm here. If that was the case, we always have people just coming in and out. That's another reason why we economically being pushed lower and lower on this caste system, because we just allowing everybody on in. I'm so tired of Negroes helping everybody except Negroes. I'm so tired of y'all. Y'all want to roll out the red carpet and help and have empathy for everybody except your kind. But I don't all the way blame you, because that is a systematic system that was put in place to get you to have that mindset. But we got to roll up out of that. Get the likes up on the video. So 158 Democrats decided that they wanted to have the illegal aliens stay here. They voted. And this lady, Nancy Mace, ended up coming out and exposing these people as she should. Let's get them up here because this is another thing, that identity politics. Y'all got to learn. I don't know if y'all got to see the stove is hot by burning both your hands or not. I don't know. But stop doing the identity politics. It doesn't work in your favor. It doesn't. I don't care if you like the way she talk. I don't care if you like the way she walk. I don't care if she hang out at the club. I don't care. That shit is getting you jacked up. And that's been the system to get you jacked up this whole time. Let me let this lady get into here and talk about these people. She's going to name all the people who came and said they don't want the illegal immigrants up out of here. Check it out.
Biden-Harris criminal illegal aliens have molested American children, battered and bruised American spouses, and violently raped American women and girls. In April 2022, an illegal alien was arrested in my home state of South Carolina for sexually abusing an 11-year-old girl after being previously deported not once, but twice. In May 2022, an illegal alien and Guatemalan national raped and impregnated a 9-year-old girl in Ohio. In April 2023, an illegal alien broke into a woman's house in Indiana in the middle of the night, physically assaulted her, and held a box cutter to her throat while he raped her. In July 2023, an illegal alien and Honduran national raped a 13-year-old girl in neighboring Virginia, just 25 miles from where we stand today. In March of this year, an illegal alien followed a woman from the train station, grabbed her, robbed her, and sexually assaulted her. On March 25th of this year, an illegal alien was arrested and charged with raping a mentally incapacitated 14-year-old girl in Alabama. On May 13th of this year, a serial rapist illegal alien was arrested in California for raping 2 women in a van, which authorities referred to as his rape dungeon on wheels. In April of this year, an illegal alien was charged after breaking into a mobile home in Michigan and viciously sexually assaulting 2 young girls under the age of 13. In May of this year, an illegal alien abducted an 11-year-old girl in Florida, forcing her into his van, brutally raping her. In June 17th of this year, 2 illegal aliens raped and strangled 12-year-old Joce Nungarai in Texas. Just last month, an illegal alien was arrested after raping a 10-year-old boy in Mississippi. Earlier this month, an illegal alien convicted of a violent assault in Massachusetts was released and went on to rape a child. This is hardly an exhaustive list. We see more tragedies like these with every passing week. The blood and the physical and emotional scars of these tragedies rest on the hands of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Now, she basically came on here and named off a lot of the victims in a lot of the situations and the crimes. Here are the Democrats who voted against sending these illegal aliens home. Now, a lot of y'all might say, well, this doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't they want to send people home who do crime? Because it's not about it's not about the people who are doing the crime. They'd rather take the good with the bad, right? They need these borders to remain wide open, and they need a lot of these illegals in here to help, allegedly, with the child trafficking ring. Okay? And a lot of these people don't control their votes. They are told how to vote. This stuff is deeper than rap. I ain't gonna go all into it, but there's a whole lot going on, okay? And it's way deeper than the surface. Y'all talking about asylum seekers and all of that. Girl, I know black people on the street right now that need to seek asylum. I don't give a damn about nobody outside of that, okay? Number one. Number two, speaking of child rape, speaking of child trafficking, tell me why it done came out that Allie Carter has been lying this whole time. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all knew that. Allie Carter is the girl who came out and said that she, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I didn't put this on a docket, but this blew my mind yesterday. Allie Carter is the girl who was coming out saying that she was the girl on Run This Town. She was the girl in the dungeon with the mask on. She said she done been trafficked, put on tables as party favors. The girl, Real Mama, really got online and said that this girl was alive. I saw it on King World. That's his name. Yes, the live was yesterday or day before yesterday. It's a 10-hour live. I want to say maybe about 2 hours in, an hour in. The mama comes up and explains the whole thing. And the lady who she's with, Shelly, is not her real mama. Obviously, I think she's been saying that. But all of that was a lie too. So, again, off the subject of the 158 Democrats. All right, they voted. Take the picture if you need it, all right? But let's get into this really quickly because I got to move on. There are a lot of things being exposed about what's been going on. Now, there are reasons for certain things. I don't know what they are. But ultimately, a lot of things that we've been seeing and myself included, and just taking at face value has been exposed to show that that's all bullcrap. Okay? So with that being said, we got to be mindful of these people coming out. And I think it's all strategic. I don't know what's going on. All I know is we got to be mindful of these people. The guy's name is King World with a W-U-R-L-D. The girl mama was on there saying that Allie was a whole runaway. She had been telling lies like this for all these years, and that Allie is probably on drugs and all types of other stuff. Her mama and her sister came on there and corroborated that. Okay? So with that being said, keep your head on the swivel. The 158 Democrats voted to keep them illegals in because a lot of them work for them. Okay? Don't be fooled, fool. Let's move on. So now we got to move on to, girl, where we going to go with this? All right. Let's move on to, let's go get Ghana out the way. Girl, this is another scheme that Ty set up. Y'all don't be catching the plays. Y'all really don't be catching the plays. Y'all really don't be catching the plays. Let's get to this other scheme that Ty set up. So apparently, Dr. Umar, the Prince of Pancoochie, and Yandy Luther the King has got land. I'm sorry. They got land down in Ghana. And I keep telling y'all, they give it to these celebrities and pseudo celebrities, because that's what these Negroes are. But they give this land to those people for advertising. I don't even know if they really got the land for real. But what they're doing is they're giving this stuff to these people for advertising. So you'll say, oh my God, I love Dr. Umar. If he has land out there, then surely I should go and get some land out there. And then you go take your behind over there to the doggone place. You take your behind over there to the doggone place. And you go thinking you about to get some land and they're going to help you with all of the stuff. And as soon as you build on your land and as soon as you got it all good and taken and squared away, then people going to come back and take it from you. And there's nothing you could do. That's literally what's been happening. Now, there are some success stories. I'm not saying that there isn't. But what I'm saying is this is an ad right here. There's a reason they gave Stevie Wonder blind ass some land. How you going to see the land? This whole Back to Africa scheme was a scam and has been a scam since Meatball put it up there. I'm talking about what's Meatball name, girl? Let me get him on here. This crap has been a scam ever since Marcus Garvey. That's his name. Ever since Meatball. Where you at, Meatball? Him. Over here with Walter Plecker. This has been a skizzy scam since the beginning of time. This isn't the first Back to Africa movement. Why do you think there are Black American lineage in Sierra Leone and in Libya? Because that was one of the first Back to Africa movements, okay? This has been a scam ever since the beginning of time to get you to remove you from your land. Now, as you can see, Meatball here is over there with Walter Plecker, who was a known genocidal white supremacist who wanted to get rid of all Black people and get us all up out of here. It's always been a scam. All of it, okay? All of it. Y'all thinking y'all gonna run back to Ghana? Because these people is giving out fake lands to these whack-ass celebrities? Good. I think all celebrities should move to Ghana. Because it's all a scam and it is all a lie. It's survival at this point. I need y'all to understand it's survival.
It's survival. Survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
This ain't the first Back to Africa scam. Ghana needs y'all. Listen, all these countries in Africa All of these countries in Africa need building. They need people to build those countries up. So what they're doing to my duck, duck, goose brethren is saying, come on, come back to the motherland. Come back to the motherland. We love you here. We want you back to the motherland because, we need you and we just work together as brother and sister. And then as soon as you carry your narrow ass down there with your coin in tow and you get off the land, they're going to take it from you, duck, duck, goose, because they just need you to build it up. Listen, everybody in their mammy know that the Black Americans spend the most wasteful money. So what the Africans are saying is, hey, we might as well get in on this too. Ghana ain't older than your grandmother. Nigeria ain't older than your grandmother. Angola, all of these places, none of these places are older than 2 generations of your family. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. Put a 1 in the chat if you knew that all of these African regions that are popping up, Nigeria, Ghana, they ain't older than your grandmother. I hope you know that. They're brand new, 60s even. So they're going to try to get you to come over, and they're going to need advertisement. Well, Voodoo, how do you advertise? Negroes love a celebrity. They worship them. So all we got to do is get some of these celebrities, give them some land, show the picture, send it to our tether brethren down at the Shade Room, the neighborhood talk on site, because they all running the same game. They're all the same people. I hope you know that. Okay, so we take the picture of the Negro celebrity, put it on our sites, our agents, the Shade Room and all of them, put it on our sites that's mostly populated with Black American, and go in the comments and watch these niggas. Oh, I'm coming home to the motherland. I visited Ghana one time and I knew I felt like home. And you Negroes go run your narrow ass over there, and then you start something over there. You'll probably be back 5 years tops. Most of you niggas don't stay. Most of you niggas don't stay. Okay, but y'all run y'all behind over there to go build up these folks' land, leaving behind the land that really belongs to you. Y'all around here fighting for cash reparations, and I'm here for it. But y'all need to be fighting for reparations in the form of land, because that's what they took from you more than anything, your land. Okay, now I want to read this really quickly so we can move on. So it says, I know that's right. And I hate that these tethers are talking like Negroes. It's crazy. Maybe they hired a Negro to write the bios and stuff. Daddy December ends. It says many celebrities continue to celebrate the holiday into the new year and have obtained their Ghanaian citizenship. Dr. Umar and Yandy Harris and Mendices Harris and 500 others are now citizens of Ghana. I don't have no problem with Black Americans go and visit Africa. I think if that's what you want to do, I think that you should. I think that Africa is a beautiful place. I think that, and I've never been, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, I believe that Africa is a beautiful place. I think that I love being in places where it's predominantly melanated people, and I love my African brethren that stayed. And the ones who are here that are on code, but for the most of them, I like the ones who stayed. Those are the ones I identify with. You feel what I'm saying? They more thorough. You feel? But why is this important? I'm saying all this to say, I think that it's okay to go and visit. But to go and take all of your resources and everything that you have to build up a land that does not belong to you, and you won't have any stake. I don't care what paperwork you get. I don't care what courthouse you go to. Them folks gonna take their land back. Meanwhile, you're running and leaving the land here that's owed to you, and you have a better chance getting your land back from here than buying it over there and really having it for real. China owns Africa. They're using you, my love. They're using you. They're using you, my love. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and they're using these pseudo celebrities like Yandy Luther the King and the Prince of Pancoochie to advertise for you to come over there and be used like a dirty dish rag. So again, I say that people should do whatever it is they want to do, but please be mindful whenever you get popped, meaning you get the tables turned on you and the okie doke fall in your lap. Don't come over here crying. Come on back home, because the home gonna be home. But don't come over here crying with that bull talking about my children is in Africa, learning different languages. Girl, please, Africans over here learning how to talk like niggas. Stop acting crazy. We are the culture all around the world, not just the city, bitch. Not the country hoe, the world, Craig. So I don't want to hear about that culture, this culture, that girl. The culture ain't older than your grandma. So when a Nigerian from here or here go to talking about Black Americans don't know where they come from, I always pose the question to the Ghana, the Nigerians, and all these people, the Angolas, all these new ass places. I have a question. Where do you come from? That's my question. Because you ain't ancient or indigenous to the Ghana land. You ain't indigenous to the Nigerian land. Where your folk come from? But keep on going over there. Like I said, go visit, have a good time, but don't fall for the okie doke. They playing in y'all face. Let's move on. Yes, most of the places in Africa that you know ain't older than 100 years old. Girl, my grandma older than Nigeria and Ghana. What's up? But I know how niggas is. But voodoo, it's the motherland. They told us that at the church and at the school. Don't tell us what to do. And I'm saying, but girl, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Only thing I'm saying is, girl, they is playing with you. Please don't go. And I'm going to reach out to try to touch them. And this going to be them niggas.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
Girl, same old different toilet, flush it, okay? Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all get the likes up on the video. 994 people in the building. And I know we ain't got half the likes. Y'all got to start hitting the like button, not fat. It's free, okay? Now let's move on. So now we're going to move on to, let's go get, who we want to go to next? Hold on. Girl. Yeah. My nerves be bad. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. My nerves be bad. My nerves really be bad for real. Now let's go get we gonna hold you, Patty. Hold on, because I got some words for you, heifer. Let's go get T.I. and Tiny. So, girl, y'all remember T.I. and Tiny had sued the people because they was using the OMG dolls. Remember, they had sued the big company that was modeling all their dolls after the OMG girls that Tiny and T.I. created, or whatever the case may be. Probably Tiny really created it, but because he T.I., she just put his name on it, or whatever the case may be. But anyways, so oh, and one more thing. Let me play my little soundbite for my African, for the people. Before I get to that, hold on. Let me play my soundbite, girl, because see, on my soundbite, I forgot to play that at the end. I can't close my Africa segment without playing this. I ain't from Africa. My mama ain't from Africa. My grandmother ain't from Africa. Her mother ain't from Africa. Her mother ain't from Africa, and so on and so forth. Okay. So with that being said, when people go over here hollering, you African, you got roots from Africa. We all from Africa, not me. And this is my response as well.
You talk more shit than a little bit. Back to Mother Africa. That's bullshit. Without question, we are all Black Americans. You do not know a goddamn thing about Africa. I am from Detroit, Motown. So you can want Tootsie your monkey ass back to Africa if you want to.
Let's move on. Now, where was I? T.I. and Tiny. Now, look. So, T.I. and Tiny was suing this major company, and they got awarded like $71 million or something like that. And T.I. started going on this doggone on this show, talking about he retired. And I said, Tip, don't do that yet, Tip. Don't do that. He was on there with Young Dro. Young Dro said, I'll take all his shows. And I said, Dro, I'll come see Dro. Dro was fire. But Tip went to return, all type of stuff. He don't want to rap no more. I said, Tip, please don't do it. Them people don't let you walk away with that type of money. Them people is going to come back for their coin. I said it. I know what I said. I was there when I said it. Right? But Tip didn't listen. Tip and Tiny got the reward judgment because they didn't get the money, and they were just going to sit back and wait on the coin. But like I told you, the powers that be will never allow a Negro to amass that amount of wealth, especially when he's been done wrong and they've stolen from you, boy. Where is your antennas? You say you use big words, precipitation and medication and meditation of a business situation. Nigga, where was your antennas when the common sense words came over to say, nigga, you done lost your rabbit ass mind if you think them white folk was gonna let you walk away with all that coin. Okay? So let's get into what done happened. Judge wants to reduce T.I. and Tiny Harris' award of $71.4 million in damages to $17.8 million for the LOL Surprise Dolls lawsuit. It says a jury ordered toy maker MGA to pay T.I. Tiny $71.4 million for LOL Surprise Dolls that infringed the trade on the OMG girls last year. But now a judge wants to lower the amount they received in damages. According to Megan Cunniff, the clear woman who always in Negro business on Twitter, a judge wants to ask the $53.6 million in punitive damages, cutting the verdict to $17.8 million. The judge says there isn't enough evidence of bad faith. Yes. See, one thing about niggas, you know what it reminded me of? Y'all remember that episode of Martin? Remember when Martin won the lottery and he hadn't gotten the money? He hadn't gotten the niggas gonna nigga. You know what I'm saying? One thing, you can't guarantee a nigga to do nothing but nigga. Now, let me tell you what happened. Remember when that episode of Martin, when they won the lottery? Remember? And he had the winning ticket and he was going, whoa, 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 whoa. Woo, and they was over there kissing his ass, and he was ordering stuff, getting $400 haircuts, and blah. And then it turns out when they finally go down there to collect their money, it was 100,000 people on the ticket, and they gave that nigga about $100 or something like that. That was textbook of what happened right here when Tip and Tiny, Tippy Tip. Now, Tip thought he was Martin on the episode. Tip thought the judgment done cleared. All I got to do is lay back. I quit. You know how niggas will quit their job over tax refunds. Done seen it. I know niggas done quit their job over because they got a good tax refund. Let's talk about it. I know niggas quit their job because they got a little $100,000 lawsuit. So I already know how niggas gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So these Negroes went down. T.I. trying to quit his job. I retired. I don't want work. I don't want blah. And them people said, skirt, not too fast, little light-skinned Negro. We're going to run that back. Now, mind you, this is going to be an uphill battle. They're going to pay a lot of money. They've already probably come up a lot of money to fight this case. You got to know that part. But that won't matter. See, what the people are trying to do is drain them of their resources so they can either walk away or leave with less than they come in here with, okay? Now, T.I. and Tiny having this, and this is what it says, tentative order regarding post-trial equitable issues. Before the court are plaintiff, counter defendants, MGA Entertainments, and all these other folks. I don't care. T.I., Tiny, Okay, the Harris filed in opposition to MGA motion. I don't care about that. MGA filed in opposition to the Harris motion. It says both parties filed a reply. So it says, I guess that means Tip and Tiny replied. It says MGA filed a proposed findings of fact and conclusion of law. It says MGA's proposed findings of fact and conclusion of law. I hate the way court records read. It's just so stupid. The Harris filed the same. It says, upon consideration of the evidence, the court grants disgorgement of the profits of $17,872,252 under common law misappropriation, but does not award punitive damages. Further, the court declines to disgorge profits or enhance the award under the Lanham Act. So basically what the court said was, yeah, they stole your idea, but you don't get no punitive damages because that's where most of the money came from. So that's why they lost the $53 million and they're getting 17. So Tip around here quitting his job and he need to go back and see if they're going to hire him back. Because them folks said, we not giving you all that money. That don't go like that with these people. These people don't want you to have, you really think, especially a nigga like Tip, they were going to let that man walk away with $71 million? You must be crazy. So he gonna get 17. And a lot of us broke niggas is like, well, shit, that's still good. Well, how much money did you spend on the trial? How much is your attorney costing? Taxes? What would they really walk away with? Think about it. Attorney's fees, the money you put in on the doggone situation, going back and forth to court, filing motions and this, that, and the third. And what did I say? Attorney's fees, court situation, and something else. I can't remember what I said. Girl, how much taxes. How much do you really think they're going to receive off the 17 million? Court tutor said 2 million. And you know what? That just might be the case. And that's a lot for a nigga like me and you. But for Tip, he just wasted his time. He literally just wasted all of that time and resources for coins, for nickels and dimes, because that's what that is to somebody like Tip. Tip house costs more than $2 million. One of them. And he has multiple. T.I.'s home, the main home, costs more than $2 million. He really just wasted his time. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm with you, Simply K. I'll take it. But we poor niggas. Of course we gonna take it. But to somebody like Tip, that ain't nothing. I guess on our level, that would be if we went to court because we about to sue somebody and we ended up, then they'd be like, oh, we stand to get $1 million. Because that's a lot of money to Negroes like me and you, right? Let's just say by the time it all boils down and everything comes out and the judgment and all that, then people be like, we got $1,200 for you. Now, granted, we gonna take it, but we gonna feel some type of way. Because $1,200, what the hell I'm gonna do with that? That's what $2 million look like to a person like Tip. Okay? But I'll take it. I'll take the 1,200 and I'll take the 2 million. But that's just me. Everybody different. But I'm saying all this to say, I don't know why T.I. and them really thought. See, T.I. lives in La La Land. Him and Tiny. They live in La La Land. They really think because they live in Atlanta where it presents itself to be all inclusive, that's the way of the world. And that don't go like that. So prayers, nope, not prayers. Prayers not with you. Keep your head on the swivel, niggas and half niggas. I'm not mad. I don't feel no type of way. Y'all niggas got money. So, and the half nigga too, Tiny. Y'all got money. So it is what it is. I don't give a damn. It makes sense to me. And I really, I ain't gonna lie, it's messed up. I do believe that they should have gotten their 71 million, but we all know how I go, okay? We all know how I go. Let's move on. Y'all. Now, we got a couple of more. I think what else we got to go do? Oh, okay. So now let's move on to, we're not ready for you, Patty. Are we ready for Patty? Yeah, I think we are ready. Oh, no, Nicki. So speaking of lawsuits, Nicki was under fire. Remember we showed the video yesterday of Nicki over there trying to beat up her manager? The manager had came out and said that Nicki had beat her up and was very mean and very abusive and things of that nature. And I said, oh, for real? Mm-hmm. Can I please get the likes up, you guys? We only have 551 likes and over 1,100 people in the chat. Please get the likes up, please. Okay. So the manager had came out and said that Nicki was beating them up behind the scenes. And I said, whatever they say she did it. Whatever the case may be. Because, that's just me. Well, turns out, it says, according to the Shade Room, it says prosecutors reject Detroit Police Department's warrant request in connection with assault allegations against Nicki Minaj. So they wanted her arrested, baby. She had a warrant out for her arrest. Yes, ma'am. They were saying that they wanted her locked up and sent to prison. They had an arrest. But what had happened was, it said that the Detroit Police Department, they just kind of like said, we're not gonna go with the prosecutors reject the Detroit Police Department's request to give her a warrant, right? Now, first of all, everybody has a price. I'm pretty sure Nicki Minaj probably allegedly got on the phone with somebody to say, this is Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Harajuka Barbie. How much do it cost for you to say, we're not going to put this warrant out for her? We can't have this for her. She's a star. She's a celebrity. Bad enough, her husband, Michael Myers, done been arrested 50 times. We can't have her arrested too. And the judge said, probably said, send me $500,000. And they said, all right. You get it? So let's get into this story because the Barbs are celebrating. Yes, they are. It says roommates. It appears that Warren cops requested regarding that the Warren cops requested regarding Nicki Minaj allegedly assaulting her former manager has been denied. According to TMZ, a Wayne County Prosecutor's Office spokesperson, they have reviewed the warrant request from the Detroit Police Department, but have chosen to reject it due to insufficient evidence proving a crime had been committed. However, the prosecutor's office has requested that the police further investigate the matter. Okay, so they're saying, hey, as far as what you got right now, it ain't enough evidence to issue out a warrant, right? So then it says Nicki Minaj's lawyer speaks out following reports of a former manager suing her for assault and battery. So now the lawyer comes out and speaks, right? Because basically what they're trying to say is, girl, these people is lying. These people is lying. My client didn't do none of this. She is a nice woman. She's a sweet girl. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She's sweet as pie is what the lawyer was saying. He said, I don't know why they would get out here and say something like that about my client. Everybody loves her. She's a girl's girl. She loves everybody like everybody loves her. This doesn't even make sense. As a matter of fact, this is completely unwarranted. My client would never is what they were saying. And I mean, as an attorney, that's what they should say. I mean, that's what I would want my attorney to get up here and say. Okay? Never mind the fact that she be on Twitter Spaces, cutting up, acting a fool, cursing people out, threatening, allegedly. Shout out to the Barbs. I got to say what I got to say, though. Never mind none of that. Never mind none of that, okay? What they're trying to say is their client wouldn't hurt a fly, and this is all basically some BS. Now, do I believe that? Hell no. Do I believe Nicki probably popped somebody and they ain't say nothing because, I mean, what could they say because she's Nicki Minaj? Niggas will jump on you behind Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? So I don't believe that she's completely innocent because these are the facts. When you are a celebrity and you have a lot of people working for you, sometimes you get mean. Okay, when you're a celebrity and the world holds you up as a god, then regular people don't look regular to you. They just are objects. They're just like nothing. Like, ugh, get them away from me. Like, you know what I mean? And you can treat people in a way of such, right? Now, again, I don't know about this particular situation that they talking about with this particular manager. I don't know if this is the manager girl. I don't know what's going on. However, it wouldn't surprise me if those things are true because I understand the dynamics of celebrity versus doggone assistant. Hell, do we not recall the way Kim Zolciak used to treat Sweetie? Sweetie! Sweetie! Girl, she damn near did everything but pop Sweetie upside the head. That's how it goes. That's literally how it goes in the assistant world. Anybody who's ever been an assistant could tell you, even if it wasn't your personal experience from one of the jobs, it typically happens like that, okay? So for now, the warrant is on hold for now. Nicki, they don't want to see you down in the handcuffs, okay? So please work hard, pay the people who you got to pay to get this to get thrown away, girl, because if they ever put you in handcuffs, I'm telling you now, and it ain't going to be me, but the Barbs, no, not the Barbs, Barty gang and the Hotties are going to flame you and your booty. Do you hear me? Them heifers ain't going to listen. If they were ever to put you in handcuffs, listen to me and listen to me good. The Hotties in the Barty gang is going to roll you like a panini. Do you hear me? They gonna roll you out, fat. Please pay whoever you got to pay, girl. Spare no expense. Spare no expense, because I don't even want to see that happen to you, my love. Because they gonna drag you down to the ground, girl. Down. Them, they already on go. They already like on your mark. When the warrant came out, they said get set. Girl, they ready for the listen. They ready. They ready. You know how y'all remember back in the day, on your mark. They said that when the allegations came out. See, when that warrant came out, get set. They already jumping over the line, girl. Please pay who you gotta pay. Pay who you gotta pay. Spare no expense, girl. Spend it all. Spend Spin it, girl. Do another tour. Get it back, girl. But anyway, shout out to Nicki Minaj and the Barbs. Barbs, I know y'all gonna keep her in y'all prayers, but please do not clog up the prayer line, girl. Please. Ain't nobody worried about Nicki going down to the big house. Okay? Ain't nobody worried about Nicki going down to the big house. Okay? So with that being said, tread light on the prayer line because I do interrupt prayers. Yes, I do. Okay? Now let's move on. Now we got to get the Patty. Patty pie. Patty Labelle. Patty. Remember that boy? With them whack ass patty pies. Remember that? Girl. On my own. Why did it end this way? This wasn't how it was supposed to be. Patty, go lay down. So Patty done went down here to the Watch What Happens Live. I remember when she said it because I said, oh, she wrong. Now, first of all, let's start before we get to Patty. They say, Gladys, you know you work too hard. So before we get to Patty, let's start here first. First and foremost, there was a beautiful documentary on, was it CNN? I can't remember the network this documentary was on. I watched it a couple of nights ago on the late great Luther Vandross, the one and only late great Big Lou and Lil Lou Vandross, right? It was CNN. Okay, thank you, KC. KC said it was CNN. All right, so look, y'all go check it out. It's really, really good. I didn't realize that he came up singing background vocals for all of the greats. Aretha. I don't like to say David Bowie is a great because I feel like he was a colonizer, but he is up there, I guess, with status. So let's go. David Bowie, Aretha, Roberta Flack. Like, he sung on everything. He wrote the song for the Wiz, girl. He was a writer. He was everything. But Elton John too, yes. Listen, Luther was the uncle that never got married, and we all knew why, right? Meaning, it never had to come out when Uncle Lou came to the family function that he ain't got no wife, because we all know collectively in silence why he ain't got no wife. Because he got a man. We didn't need to have a discussion about it. We didn't need to have a meeting about it in a family. We didn't need to have none of that. The entire family knew when Uncle Lou came to the doggone, to the cookout or to the Christmas thing, he didn't have no wife, and we all knew. The mama didn't say nothing. Nobody ain't whispered about it. We all just go about our business because that's one of the conversations that we don't have to have. Okay? It is what it is. And that was the thing amongst the Black community, okay? Black American women knew that Lou was really sugary. We knew that. But it didn't matter. When he got on stage and went, the women threw their drawers up on the stage, okay? Now, in the back of their mind, do they know Lou like a little boot every now and again? Of course. But it didn't matter. We loved Luther, Big Lou and Lil Lou. We loved him. That's another thing. Oh, they talked about how he struggled with his weight. And one of the girls, the background singers, you said, you don't understand. Your fans love you regardless. And that is the most truest thing ever. Luther Vandross fans didn't give a damn if he was 500 pounds or 150. We listen, and he kind of on the end part of my time because he died in 2000, 2001. But I didn't give a damn what size Luther was. I didn't give a damn. And most Black people didn't. But I get it in the pressures of Hollywood. And then he signed with Clive Davis and then everything went to shit. But that's a whole nother story. But anyways, Black Americans, we know we got those people in our family. We not tripping off of that, bro. Okay, you gain weight. Okay, all right. We just going to talk about it, say you're a fat ass, and then we going to move on. But even with Luther had garnered so much respect amongst Black Americans where we didn't give a damn what size he was. We didn't give a damn what his sexual orientation was. We just wanted Luther to get up there and say, but a chair is not a house. That's all we wanted to hear, okay? See, and while we on the subject, none of y'all can make me believe that any of these people nowadays are R&B. Not none of y'all. Not none of y'all. If they can't produce a song like, what's the song that I love by Luther? If they can't start a song like this with a symphony and start off, I want to tell you, baby, the changes I've been going through. Missing you, oh, till you come back to me. I don't know what I'm gonna do until one of them new helpers could put out something that could match that, and that's just one of trillions, okay? Until one of them new helpers or one of them new Negroes could put out something like that, I don't want to talk. That ain't no R&B. That's rocks and blunts, ribs and barbecue. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. I don't want to hear it, okay? Now, again, y'all want to sit up here and act like Luther wasn't Lewin. Luther was Luther, no matter what it was. But back to what I was saying. We in Black America didn't care about Luther's his sexuality. We didn't care about his weight. We loved him. That's all that mattered. We genuinely loved him. He was a foundational Black American, African American, indigenous American, however you want to say. He was one of us, and we understood that. One thing about us, typically, especially back then, we're not about to drag our people in front of the clears. Now, today, I don't know. But if back then, even if we whispering about it at the crib, we're not going to do it in front of them. So we didn't give a damn about all of this. And when Patti LaBelle came along on Watch What Happened Live, I'll never forget it. Patti LaBelle came out and told Andy Cohen, a clear man, that Luther was definitely gay. And she was dead wrong. That man went to his grave. He come from an old Baptist background. His mama would have died to know that, even though she probably knew it. His mama, that's one of the reasons why he couldn't live his truth. And if you are a Black American, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Some things you just don't tell your certain parents, especially back then. You'd rather live alone than for to hurt your mama. And that's what that boy did. Now, granted, Luther's mother was deceased when she said this, but it was not Patty Pie face ass to place to get out here and out that man's sexuality. I don't give a damn how she feels, because right now she feels some type of way. But I don't give a damn. You're wrong. Now let somebody come out and talk about how what you was doing back in the 70s and the 60s. Then it's gonna be a problem. Patty, you're wrong. And you outed it to a clear man on national TV. It's one thing what y'all do behind the scenes. You are wrong. Because first of all, it ain't going to stop us from loving him no more, no less. Let's start there first. But secondly, for you to get on here and then see that the documentary used that portion of that clip when you say, oh, yes, he's definitely gay. Now you want to get mad? Patty, I'll take a Patty Pie cold and slap your head up the back. Girl, please. I'll take a cold Patty Pie and bop you in the front of your head. Stop acting crazy. You're wrong. You're wrong. Okay? Now, we're not canceling Patty. We're not canceling Patty. That's still our auntie. We're not canceling her. We just getting her together. Okay? We're not canceling our TD. We just getting her together right quick because she wrong. Okay? So, because we're not going to cancel our people. That's our people. She belong to us. We just getting a little straightening right quick. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We supposed to check each other. We just getting a little straightening right quick. All right? Now, so this is what happens. It says, Patti LaBelle team reportedly furious over being painted as a villain in documentary about her friend Luther Vandross for outing him as gay. It says Patti LaBelle's team is upset over her portrayal in CNN's documentary Luther, Never Too Much, which aired on New Year's Day. According to page 6, the film misrepresents LaBelle, no it don't, who had decades-long friendships with Luther Vandross as someone who publicly discussed his private life despite her long-standing support for him and his family. LaBelle participated in an extensive interview for the documentary, but declined to sign a release form when denied the chance to review the final edits. As a result, her interviews were excluded, and producers used a 2017 clip from Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, where she discussed Vandross's reluctance to come out publicly. Oh, so I see what happened. Patty did the interview. And then Patty said, I'm not signing a release till you tell me everything that's going to be in there. And the people say, you can kiss my ass. And then Patty said, well, I'm not releasing the interview. And they say, fine, we'll go get one more damaging. And they went and got the Watch What Happened Live clip. Okay? That's what happened. So then it says, the clip paired with comments from Vandross collaborator Richard Marks criticizing friends who shared personal details led some to feel Labelle was unfairly painted as a villain. We're going to get into the thing. She wasn't unfairly painted as a damn thing. She said what she said. Page 6 also reports that key elements of Labelle's deep connection to Vandross, such as her care for him during his illness and their mutual impact on each other's lives, were omitted from the documentary. Well, you didn't sign a release. Labelle continues to tour and has not yet watched the film. Well, then what are you talking about? What you mad for? Girl, Patty, please. Auntie Patty, please. You're wrong. Listen, we're having a family discussion. We're having a family feud right now. What happened is Auntie Patty and Uncle Lou is brothers and sisters, right? Now, our grandmother knows both of her children. She know that Uncle Lou is a little loose-wristed, and she know that Patty does too much and she talk too much. Now, we at the family function. Let's paint it out now. Let's paint it out. We at the family function. Everybody know who Lou is, and everybody know who Auntie Patty is. And Patty done came into the family function with it on her mind and came out and said, why y'all sitting around here acting like Big Lou ain't gay? And we as the family is looking at Patty like, Auntie Patty, you're wrong. And as a matter of fact, we at this point, you need to go home today. Come back for the next Christmas. Because we all knew that. We didn't need you to say that. And then for you to get in front of them clear people and do it, you're wrong. You're wrong. But you still my auntie. I still love you. Same with Lou. But you're wrong. On this side, you're wrong. You're wrong. Okay? So now let's get into the portion that they played on the doc. Fair use, fair use. Hopefully they don't strike me. Let's get into it.
Stigma back then, if he was gay, the thought of, quote, coming out.
It's really low, so I'm sorry about that. I don't think I could fix the volume.
He couldn't bear it. He'd rather be alone than have that stigma attached.
So what his friend was saying was Luther said he'd rather be alone than have the stigma of being gay attached. I'm gonna just repeat what he's saying, what the lady was saying. So basically, that's how deeply he held on to his sexuality. He did not want anybody. He didn't want to upset his women fans or none of that. So what his friend is saying is, hey, who is this? What his friend is saying is, hey, he went to his grave with that because he didn't want nobody to know that. He would have rather stayed alone than to just have that out like that, okay? So now let's get into the rest of it.
One of the things that really pissed me off is there were people who have talked about his personal life who, you know, he considered friends.
Did he struggle with the idea of coming out publicly? Was that something that you talked about at all?
We talked about it. It was basically he did not want his mother to be, although she might have known, but he wasn't going to come out and say this to the world. And he had a lot of lady fans, and he told me that he just didn't want to upset the world.
So she said they had many conversations and they talked about it, but the fact was he didn't want to upset the world. He didn't want to upset his mother. He didn't want to upset his women, his female fan base, or none of that. So if she knew that and you was a real friend to Luther, why would you come out here and say that? Like, what do you gain from coming out here saying stuff like this? Like, this is why you can't tell everybody stuff, and this is why you can't trust people with your secrets. You see what I'm saying? You can hardly hear it. But this is why you can't trust everybody with your secrets. Now, Patty is trying to play victim, saying, well, y'all only showed that clip, but y'all didn't show all the great things I said about him. Well, you didn't sign the release, Patty, because you knew they was going to put that in there. You knew it. You knew that. You're wrong. And don't sit up here and try to say they're trying to paint you one-sided. You painted you one-sided. All you had to do was sign a release. And you should not be the person to out somebody who held that so close to them. Patty, I ain't going to spend too much more time on this because you our auntie, the crazy one, but we still love you. You're wrong. Go lay down. Bake your patty pie or something. Go do something. Make you a new patty pie. Don't do that nasty ass sweet potato though. Go make your new patty pie or something. Make your a apple pie. I don't know, something else. But go find something else to do. You're wrong. You shouldn't have outed him. And I know Luther probably turned over his grave when he heard that. I know he probably was pissed. Like, I knew I shouldn't have told that heifer nothing. Because let's be clear, it's a lot of competition in the industry. And we all know Patty could blow. But there's only one Luther Vandross. We got another Patty. Fantasia. We got another Patty. We ain't got no another Luther. See, they got one of a lifetime. Sometimes they have once in a lifetime talents. And Luther is one of those. Patty is up there, but she ain't once in a lifetime. Who knows? She might have been a little looking at, jealous the whole time. Girl, you never know with these people. You never know. You literally would never know. So, yeah, watch what y'all be telling y'all people, girl, because these people be playing in y'all face. Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing. As soon as you leave, they're gonna say something. You know what I'm saying, girl? Please. But yeah, who knows? It could have been a little competition there. Tuli says Jaheim came close, but he's no Luther. Jaheim was great. Jaheim was great. I ain't gonna lie, Jaheim was great. I watched a documentary on D'Angelo, and I didn't realize how great he was. Like, that was big. I didn't realize how great, as far as like his talent and what he brought to the industry. I didn't realize how great D'Angelo was. But Jaheim was close in soul. But Jaheim, I ain't gonna lie, to me, you could group him in that 60s, 70s group of black men who were singing back then. You know what I mean? And he would fit right in. Like, certain people have voices of a time. Jaheim has one of those voices. Like, his voice, like if he was coming up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, you wouldn't even know he don't belong. Like, he come up in that Al Green, Marvin Gaye, type teas. But yeah, he ain't no once in a lifetime though. He could come close. I don't know if he come close. Because if y'all understood, Luther wrote jingles. I didn't know all of this. Luther wrote hundreds and hundreds of jingles. They said Luther was getting so much money from his jingles alone, not even just the music. They said Luther was cashing checks for writing jingles for Double Mint Gum, for everything, girl. He wrote for The Wiz from The Wizard of Oz, The Wiz. He wrote everybody music. He background vocal and contributed on damn near everybody who was anybody, the greats. And that's not including the stuff he did for himself. Yeah, I don't put nobody up against him. Only person I would put up against him, but I can't really, because the vocals don't match up, is R. Kelly, as far as his contribution to music, but not the vocals, because R. Kelly wouldn't be able to wash Luther Vandross's draws musically. I'm talking about with the voice. Not gonna happen. But ultimately, as far as the contribution, yeah. But Luther is a one in a lifetime, 1 in a million, and we had him. We love him down to the ground. Mario, see, there you go. Now y'all get to acting crazy. Y'all get to getting Jim Crow slow. Mario, girl. Let's move on. Shout out Dream Job. Shout out Dream Job, girl. Y'all goes far. Y'all think I be going far. Y'all goes far. I love Mario too. I love him. But no. No. All right, let's move on to the final story. And we're going to get into Jason Whitlock. So as we all know, guys, first of all, y'all get the likes up on the video. But as we all know, you guys, the whole stuff with Joy Taylor has come out. Basically, what's happened is the hairstylist decides to sue FS1 and the execs. And in said lawsuit, the hairstylist, and I think I may have misspoke on this yesterday, the hairstylist was being sexually harassed by Skip Bayless. And she went to Joy, and because Joy was sleeping her way up to the top, Joy told her, get over it. Girl, you be all right. You tough, right? You tough, right? Bitches get sexually harassed every day, B. That's what she said Joy told her. Because she said Joy was going to sleep her way up to the top. And these are two of the people alleged in the lawsuit that Joy done slept with to get to the top. They said Joy wasn't doing nothing but bartending and nothing else. But she all of a sudden lands this deal, and she told the hairstylist lady, this is what according to the lawsuit. According to the lawsuit, the Joy told the hairstylist lady, she was like, I don't think you should mess with Emmanuel Ocho. That's the seemingly black man right there, and the clear man down here. She said, because the clear man is very powerful and he got money, girl, you can get in trouble. And she said Joy told her, girl, as soon as he come out here with that, girl, I'm gonna just say he raped me. Period. And I said, oh. But then it dawned on me. I didn't realize it until Jason Whitlock was being a perv. Every time she was on there, she did have her titties out. Every time. Like, I'm trying to think of a time. I think they may have posted one picture where she had on a turtleneck. But this heifer loved them things out. And let me say this. I like that outside the box. Emmanuel Ocho won Emmy. They ain't going to hit the same, though. But look. She never added anything to the show. Let's just talk about it. She was just eye candy. And that was the horrible thing about adding her to the show, because it wasn't like they added a woman who was analytical with sports or who even played sports and knew what they were talking about. Joy was just the cute moderator with the big titties. That's all. That's all. She was the cute moderator with the big titties. A says Joy wore a granny dress yesterday and on the show. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure she did. Because now she got to change that image. You know what I mean? So what's happening is when you put a Joy in the middle of two men or three men or however many men, and they speak in sports, and she has nothing to add except her exterior, then that really muddies the water for women who really know about sports. There are a lot of women who know about sports and who are very good with analyzing the sports that they watch. They have basketball, ex-WNBA players, ex-college basketball players, women's basketball players that are doing phenomenal. And they don't have to come out here and look like this. Even though they're beautiful, they don't have to look so overly sexual because they actually add content to the situation. Joy ain't never add nothing but them titties. That's it. That's it. Okay? So when people coming out with this lawsuit, I don't understand why Black women, first of all, they identifying her as us, which she's not. We've already gone through it. But not as, oh, y'all attacking women. Y'all just want to do anything to Black women. No, first of all, she's not a Black woman. Second of all, sometimes they got hoes. They got women and they got hoes. Okay? They got bitches too. That's Saint. Hello. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Y'all know you got to talk like you're in your bill paying voice when the clear people call you. But look. Girl, who this is? Girl, anyway, moving on. So, Black women are associating her with us, and she's not. And there are women and there are hoes. Now, I'm not saying Joy is a hoe. I'm just saying she's giving hoe-ish. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Okay? I'm not calling Joy a hoe. But she seems very hoe-ish. Okay? And it's not even about what she's wearing, because I know the new women's lib. Oh, what do you want her to wear? A turtleneck? No, bitch. But what I'm saying is, if she's going to be on here looking like this, at least add something to the doggone show. Okay? So, with that being said, Joe is giving me hoe-ish. She is. And I believe what the lawsuit said. I do believe it. I believe Joy slept her way up to the top. And shout out to the women who sleep their way up to the top. I ain't mad at you, fat. I'm only mad at the ones who muddy the waters for the girls who work hard. But hey, use what you got to get what you want. Who am I to tell you to put your coochie away? Who am I to tell you to put your coochie away? Girl, if sucking the right peen could get you that Fortune 500 job, I say gawk 3,000. I'm not judging her for that. Honestly, I think it's smart. If I wasn't talented, I'd do it. I don't give a damn. Shit. But I'm saying all that to say, it has been out here that Joy is out here giving out that cooch, allegedly. Okay? Now, these are the two men that she alleged to have sleep with in the lawsuit. And they say Joy came back with a turtleneck the other day, right? Ooh, Ace said Joy's first husband said she was spending too much time at work during the divorce. Child, we know why, allegedly. And now we know why. Okay. Tip said I wouldn't be comfortable with my girls out like that. I would. I ain't gonna lie. My girls, sometimes, no, I ain't gonna lie. My girls be out in the summertime. They gotta breathe. I am comfortable with my girls out. Yeah, I am. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna lie and say, you right. I'm not comfortable with my girls. No, I'm very comfortable. Actually, I'm even more comfortable because see the way my boobs work, they're together and they be sweating down there. So I be needing a little breeze to come on through. Like right now, I'm sweating. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm very comfortable. So I ain't gonna act like I'm above it. I'm with it. I'm not above it. I'm actually with it. Anyway, but I'm talented. I don't have to use that to get where I'm going, but neither here nor there. So, look. So now here comes Jason Whitlock waddling out the back to come on here and drag Shannon Sharpe in it. So it says, Jason Whitlock reveals that Skip Bayless once accused former Undisputed moderator Jenny Taft of having a relationship with Shannon Sharpe, and she made a complaint to HR allegedly. This is what Jason Whitlock said. Now, we're not going through this whole 5-minute video, Jason. We're not going through it. But he's taking this topic. You know he's still bitter because they let his big ass go. So he's still a little bitter. So I guess he said, oops, it's my turn. So now he's taking his time to go on here and drag Shannon and all these other people. Now Shannon around here saying he ain't got nothing to do with that. But we about to see what Jason had to say. Let's get into it.
I don't want you to misconstrue it because the woman I'm about to reference here is someone I really like and respect. I'm not accusing her of anything. I'm just telling you
what
what
happened. Wait a minute.
happened.
Do this fat fuck have Bone, Joy, and Harmony as the title? You know Jason. Is he married? Put it in the chat. Is Jason married? Is Jason Whitlock married? Now, do I believe Uncle Shay Shay was knocking down some boots? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I believe Shannon was down there knocking them down like bowling pins. Hell yeah. They say, no, he not married. Now, this makes sense. He probably been jacking off for the last 30 years. Po thing. Let's get back into it.
Happened, and you can go check the tape. What you don't know is what happened behind the scenes. But some of you will remember this. Skip Bayless insinuated, flat out, somewhat stated that Jenny Taft was having some sort of inappropriate relationship with Shannon Sharpe. He said something about seeing her come out of Shannon's dressing room or something like that, and she got upset on air. But off air, as soon as that show was over, she ran upstairs and lit in to the executives. One executive in particular, about this. Skip Bayless basically just accused me of sleeping, and Jenny Taft is married, and so she was irate, and this happened on air, and that was my first clue. Like, oh, this dude is jealous of Shannon Sharpe, and he's seeing ghosts everywhere. And Shannon's putting those ghosts out there. Shannon walked around that place like he was banging every makeup and wardrobe girl in the place. His little wing, the undisputed downstairs wing, dressing room area, whatever. Shannon was known for running around there in the tightest little boxer shorts that he could find and nothing else.
This reeks of jealousy. I don't think that that's what that was. I think that Shannon is a people's person, and anybody knows that, right? And I think Shannon is a good time, and he's attractive. Well, he ugly fine, but you know I like me a ugly fine nigga anyway. But Shannon is more attractive than you and Skip Bayless. So the women didn't want to hang around y'all. They want to hang around Shannon. Duh. I don't think he purposely made it seem like he was banging those women. It's given like jealous friend who hang out with you and you didn't even know the whole time she was jealous of you the whole time. Girl, of course, if I was a woman and I was on that set, I'd be hanging down in Shannon's wing too. Long before I hang with some Jason Whitlock or Skip Bayless. Come on now. It's a personality thing. And y'all ugly. And one of y'all fat and the other one too skinny. Come on now. Don't do that. Jason Whitlock is giving scorned. It's giving scorned. It's giving I'm about to get my lick back. But he's trying to he's trying to muddy the waters on Shannon Sharpe. But you got to understand that cat interview, got a lot of people salty. A lot of these people who got fired from these jobs, Jamel Hill, Jason Whitlock, all these other people, Stephen A. Smith, they all attack Shannon because Shannon is doing extremely well. And he does well with the Ocho Cinco podcast. It's jealousy. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Jason. Of course they hanging out with Shannon. Of course we laughing and kikiing and hugging on Shannon. Hell, I would too. He seems more cool and he finer than all y'all.
Again, me and Cowher were on the second floor. I'm telling you what I heard. I'm just telling you what I heard. I'll just leave it at that. But he has baited Skip Bayless, for lack of a better explanation, into a pimp competition. Who can have the most girls in hair and makeup like them, want to be with them? And again, Skip's mindset is competition, and I'm competing with Shannon Sharpe. And Shannon Sharpe has now baited him into the sexual Olympics. And now Skip Bayless like, oh, he's sleeping with Jenny Taft. Oh, he must be sleeping with Nusheen. And Skip and Nusheen were very close. From afar, to me, it looked like they were best friends. They were, I'd see them in hair and makeup quite often, always conversating. Again, I don't know what they were talking about, but reading this lawsuit and what she's saying is at some point, Skip clearly got jealous and thought she was sleeping with Shannon Sharpe and kept accusing her of that.
I thought they had something called bro code. I thought that even if we having a friendly competition to get the hoes ain't never supposed to find out. I thought that even if it came out that it was a friendly competition to get the hoes, all the boys, all the men was going to get together as a conglomerate and say that's not true. They was going to lie down to the ground because they don't want the women to know what's going on. And I'm asking that because Jason is on here spilling all the tea, and it's for I'm over here asking for why. Why do we women need to know that Skip and Shannon was having a competition to get women in the back behind the scenes? Unless they were having a conversation or competition to R-word women or harass or assault women, why are you telling us this? And you know what it's given to me too? Shannon didn't hang with them niggas outside when they say cut. That's what it's given to me. It's also given when they say cut. Shannon told Jason, "Catch his fat ass over there," and he told Skip, "I'll catch you later." I don't understand this. I thought, bring back the days where men have their situations and us women don't know nothing about it. I don't think we're supposed to know how men think. I don't think we're supposed to know how they interact. Because it's not for us to know. Same reason why certain situations with women, when we talk to our girlfriends, we don't talk to men about. You know what I mean? And I think that's a healthy balance that we need to bring back. And I don't understand these new Negroes coming out here telling us, why is you trying to defame Skip? Shannon. I don't understand. Real talk with Miss J said Anchorman tease. Right, huh? Anchorman tease. Hold on. I want to go here with it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. I just found that to be very weak and lame. Like, like you a whole lame ass, big ass nigga. Like you too lame and big for that. Like, to me, you know what I mean? So, okay, boom. Look at Zion Williamson nasty ass, his big old nasty funk ass. He and the girl DM talking about, can I be next? She said, ew, blocked as she should. Ugh. Zion, go lay down. No, matter of fact, you've been laying down too much with your fat ass. Get up, Zion. Go do something productive. Leave them people alone. That lady don't want you. You a simp, and they say your thing little. Leave that lady alone, allegedly. Leave that lady alone, Zion. Get out that lady DMs. She don't want you. You ain't got it. Well, you do have money, but you just too lame and young. She don't want you. She like old men, so she could really do them dirty. Now, Jason Whitlock has been like going in, right? Let me see. This is how he talks about what happened with the Joy situation. So now Jason Whitlock said that basically Fox them forced Joy on him. He said that they wanted him to hire another woman. He said, but he didn't want to hire her. Y'all got to hear this. He said he didn't want to hire the other woman. He said because she was young and she was pretty. He said, and he couldn't control himself. He's a weirdo, bro. I thought he was a Christian. And look, he put single black female. She's not black, you fat bastard. Look.
I can remember I'm at Fox Sports at the time, and I ran into some friction because I didn't want a woman on a show I was doing.
He's a weirdo.
At Fox Sports. And so this is in 2015, 16, at the very beginning.
They're supposed to be a Christian, right? And look at the title, Bone, Joy, and Harmony. And listen to what he about to say. That's why I say Christians are the fakest people on the face of this earth. Look.
And I can remember they brought Joy Taylor in for a test on the show that I was doing. Yeah, this is at the time when I was going to be initially doing my own show, and Cowherd was doing something else, and just keeping it all the way real. Charlie Dixon wanted her to be involved with my show, and so we brought her in for a test. And I didn't think the test went well. And I let everybody know, hey, I don't think this test went well. I don't want, this isn't the direction I wanted to go. I was trying to play nice and trying to meet them halfway in terms of okay, you guys are insisting on a woman being on this show because that's what everybody wants. And I was like, well, you need to bring a grown-ass woman on the show if it's going to be with me. It can't be at this time. This is 10 years ago. Joy Taylor's probably 25, 26 years old. You're talking about, I mean, I got a lot of discipline, but 25-year-old with them big cans and that peanut butter skin who has nothing to say, at some point I'm going to lose respect. And I'm like, well, the only thing she's got to offer is them big cans and that peanut butter skin.
That really gave me the icks, like the heebie-jeebies. Jason Whitlock is one of those men that you come around and you just feel uncomfortable. Like, for real, he one of those men, you can't quite put your finger on it, but he make you uncomfortable as a man. This nigga said she was about 25, 26, and she had them big racks and a butter pecan skin, and I wouldn't have been able to control. Well, nigga, what? She was 25, 26. Yeah, Alicia, he give Mr. vibes. He do give Mr. vibes. M-I-S-T-E-R, Mr. He give Mr. vibes. This the Christian, though. Hold on, let me let him finish cooking, though. He cooking, or at least he think he is.
And so if I got to put up with this, I might as well enjoy them big cans. And so I said no.
Wait, I don't want that part to go over your head. I don't want that part to go over your head.
Butter skin. And so if I got to put up with this, I might as well enjoy them big cans.
If I got to put up with this, I may as well enjoy them big cans. This what we dealing with. And imagine a man thinking like that and you working next to him and you don't even know it. Imagine being a woman working next to a man who thinking like that. That's some old predatory ass shit. Weird vibes. Like, this the Christian man in the church who be touching on. Let me stop. Weird, bro. Beyond weird.
And so I said no. I don't want to put myself in that position. And so I can remember I brought in Bonnie Bernstein. Bonnie Bernstein's around my age, a few years younger, perhaps. But I was like, she's been around the block. She actually has been involved in sports media for a long time. She might have something of substance to offer. And the test we did with Bonnie Bernstein went much better. And I was like, if we're going to go, they were adamant, no Bonnie Bernstein. when I look back in retrospect, when I say they, I'm talking about Jamie Horowitz, and I don't know if I heard from Charlie Dixon on this, but I'd certainly heard from Jamie. They were adamant. No Bonnie Bernstein. And when I look back in retrospect, I'm not trying to disparage anybody. I'm just keeping it real. This show is called Fearless. I got to tell you the truth so you can understand these things. When I look back in retrospect, they were like, Bonnie Bernstein, she was 20 years ago. You know, we've had our way with Bonnie Bernstein. That we want something fresh and new. And so Bonnie Bernstein, you know, a woman that's pushing 45, 50 at that time, no value, no interest. No one's sexually attracted enough to Bonnie Bernstein at that time to give her the job. And so we didn't do that. I kept holding firm. Next thing you know, me and Cowherd are doing the show together, and Jason McIntyre is going to be our sidekick. And that was a better landing for me than doing the show with a woman. I need, put me in a guy environment, guys talking, that's natural. That's what I thought had the most value. Down the road at Fox Sports, Christine Leahy, when Cowherd left the show, Christine Leahy wanted to replace Colin Cowherd. I wasn't for that. I considered it because I like Christine Leahy, and what I wanted in that next position, replacing Cowherd, was someone that was in a much more junior position to me than Colin Cowherd. And so, but Christine Leahy had no interest in that and told me flat out she wanted to do a 50-50 show. And I told Christine Leahy, who I liked, but I told her flat out, I was like, Christine, I can't do a 50-50 show with you. You don't know 50% of what I know. You don't know 20% of what I know. You're a child, an attractive one, but you're just a child. Oh, 50% of what I know. You don't know 20% of what I know. You're a child, an attractive one, but you're just a child.
This is the Christian guy. It's weird. Ick. Very weird. Very, very weird. I went on his channel before. I don't know what it was for, about a year ago. And he was talking about his Christian values and his Christian values. That man is a creep. In my opinion, from what he's given on here. In my opinion, he's a creep. She's a child, an attractive child, but a child. How you even put attractive and child in the same, like, make it make sense. And this Shannon on the situation, Shannon said he ain't got nothing to do with him, so he don't know why y'all bringing him up. Look.
Everybody's posted it. They got me. In the 42 pages, it don't mention nothing about Shannon Sharpe did anything. But y'all want to get clicks, so y'all mention me.
Right. Yep, ain't got nothing to do with us.
He's talking about me. And he's talking about me, and he's upset with me for saying that Shannon Sharpe is behind this. And the reason why I believe Shannon Sharpe is behind this is because Nusheen airs a lot of people out in this, obviously. Joy Taylor, Charlie Dixon, Skip Bayless. And the reality is, from what I experienced my 4 or 5 years there is no one that was involved in more suspicious, eye-raising flirtation with makeup, wardrobe than Shannon Sharpe. And if you go look at the problems Shannon Sharpe had at CBS and all this other stuff, it's just amazing that Shannon Sharpe nowhere mentioned in this, but the two biggest people that he wants eliminated, damaged at FS1, they're assassinated in this. And so when a crime happens, you ask who benefits and who has motive. And this isn't me saying that Shannon Sharpe pulled Nusheen in and said, hey, baby girl, this is what we're gonna do. This is me saying that Shannon Sharpe and Nusheen were friendly. Shannon Sharpe probably gave Nusheen a shoulder to cry on. And when she put together this lawsuit, I think Shannon Sharpe was aware and made sure that he could go on air and say what he just said.
Okay, so he's speculating that Shannon Sharpe is behind the girl with the lawsuit to get back at Skip and I guess the man Clifford or whatever his name is. Possible. But I don't understand why the speculation is being made from Jason Whitlock. Like, do you have beef with Shannon or something that we don't know about? Like, because that's a wild speculation to throw out there. Like, oh, well, Shannon must have been behind it. It had to be him. How does that affect Jason Whitlock? And I can see if somebody else brought it up. You know what I mean? But he's like coming out with this whole new story that really didn't originally have Shannon have anything to do with Shannon. Now, do I think he should get back at Skip? If that's what he want to do, oh well, Skip Lil Boyd him. He did. Skip Lil Boyd Shannon on that show. We all seen it. We was all there. Okay. But if the allegations are true, it is what it is. Now the $1.5 million, again, I don't believe it, but if you'd offer to me, legs open like 24/7. I got a man, girl. I just be playing. But anyway, yeah, it's just giving clout chaser. It do give clout chaser on Jason Whitlock's part, because Jason Whitlock, nobody was checking for you. And I think what Jason is doing is, like I told y'all, how people catch on to that algorithm. Right now, the algorithm is algorithming in Joy Taylor's name, right? Joy Taylor is the algorithm. And if he attached Shannon Sharpe, who's another big name that catches the algorithm, and he reports on it, it puts him in that algorithm and get him money. That's what I think this is. That's really what I think this is. But ultimately, only thing I got from this is Jason Whitlock is trying to set Shannon Sharpe up to be the person behind all of this, and he's a creep. Weirdo, scorned, creep. That's what I got out of it. And can't nobody tell me moving forward that this man is a Christian, because if he is a Christian, I never want to see another Christian again, okay? But that's typically how it goes with these so-called Christians. Not all of y'all. If you're a Christian on here, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking about the ones like Jason Whitlock. You know what I mean? Viv B, thank you for the super chat. She says, Voodoo, make me a member. Take my damn money. I can't do it from this end. I wish I could, boo. Thank you so much. You got to find a desktop and do it from there. You don't have to do it while we on the live. I think when you go on the channel, it'll ask you if you want to be a member. Somebody drop the member link down in the chat for me, please, really quickly. Thank you so much. Thank you, Viv B. Divine Empress, thank you for the super chat. What about Johnny Gill, boo? Johnny Gill is a great talent, but he is nowhere near Luther Vandross. He has a wonderful voice, but he won't stand next to Luther, in my opinion. But he's great though, just not for Lulu. 7, thank you for the super chat. Voodoo, I live in Northern California in the Valley, and today the winds are so strong it knocked a lot of people's power out. Something is up with the weather. You know, it's cold and windy out here too. It's right, like I woke up this morning, girl. No, last night, girl, I kept hearing something going bop, bop. And I'm like, what is that, girl? The lid blew off my doggone trash can. And it was just flailing in the wind. I said, oh no. It's been windy like that too. Something is definitely up with the weather. And we need to be paying attention to that. Something is definitely up with this weather. It's a lot. Yeah, y'all get the likes up on the video. Thank you so much, 7. Sean, thank you for the super chat. This man has been jealous of Shannon for years now. If I was Shannon, I would put those people on his large ass. He's been trying Shannon, and Shannon is going to put the paws on him. he looked like he ain't never had no fight in his life. Jason Whitlock, child. Whitlock looked like he ain't never, ever had a fight. Do you hear me? Girl. Yeah, no. Girl, please. Jason Whitlock is he just give hater vibes. And honestly, Shannon could give him a cease and desist, but maybe Shannon is a person of free speech. Like, shit, say what you want. But right now it ain't as bad. But when he starts to like throw Shannon under the bus, like saying like lies and stuff like that, I wouldn't blame Shannon. Well, I don't know, whatever he want to do, because I believe in free speech, but don't defame me in the streets. Don't do that now. Now we talking about, you know, something different. Oh, y'all saying that, guys, it's win like that all over America. I see Jersey. It was freezing last night too. Somebody said in New Jersey. Somebody said North Carolina, Dallas, Cali. Wow, Vegas, Georgia. Yeah, I'm in Georgia. It's bad out here. Virginia. That's crazy. Yeah, y'all know they manipulating the weather, but that's a story for another day. Texas is freezing in Philly. Connecticut, South Carolina. Virginia canceled school. Oh my God. Oh, wait. Girl, not Miami. Miami even cold and windy today. I know you lying. Yeah, it's something going on, fat. Maryland. Yup, UN out the boxes in Maryland. They say it's freezing. Florida, it's normal in Ohio. We might need to all pack up and go to Ohio. She says, Jordan says normal out there, child. Freezing in Dallas, Fort Worth. Girl, y'all know they manipulating that weather now. Y'all know they manipulating that weather. Y'all know it. Tennessee, Cali, Philly. Yeah, y'all know they manipulating that weather. Y'all can get on here and play if y'all want. They say the fog ain't real fog. They say that's toxins and all of that stuff. Girl, now it's windy, about to knock people down and all of that. Girl, y'all keep y'all head on the swivel. Be careful. But I got to get off here and go pick up Saint from the groomer. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. I will have Love and Hip Hop going later. I want to try and come back and do another live later on. If not, I'll definitely catch y'all tomorrow. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in here. Oh, and is it me? Love and Hip Hop Atlanta just went off and it's coming back today. Like, Lord, give me time. Like, Lord. Too many shows, but we'll get them all out. Shout out to everybody in the building. If y'all new to the channel, subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm going to Joce y'all out like I Joce y'all in per usual, and I will probably see you later. If not, look for Love and Hip Hop down at the Dollhouse. Love y'all down to the ground. Go watch my baddies review, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.